Hello, friends. Welcome to our channel where you can master vocabulary while enjoying your favorite Hollywood blockbusters. I am Jack.
And I am Jill. Learning challenging words for exams like the GMAT, SAT, GRE, or your MBA program doesn't really have to be boring.
Imagine diving into iconic movie scenes. Think The Wolf of Wall Street for business jargon, The Great Gatsby for literary flair, or Interstellar for science terms, and uncovering advanced vocabulary naturally woven into gripping dialogues and unforgettable moments.
Today, we will learn the vocabulary theme, war and leadership, through the movie The Patriot.
Set during the American Revolutionary War, The Patriot follows Benjamin Martin, a former soldier-turned-farmer who is drawn back into violence after a British attack on his family kills one son and captures another. Reluctantly joining the colonial militia, Martin uses his military expertise to lead guerrilla-style attacks, earning the nickname the Ghost. Alongside his son Gabriel and a ragtag militia, he becomes a key figure in the fight for American independence.
The story explores themes of sacrifice, family, and the harsh realities of war, culminating in a final showdown with his ruthless nemesis, Colonel Tavington. This movie is perfect for exploring war, strategy, and leadership-related vocabulary.
Scene 1. Martin's reluctance to join the war. Benjamin Martin debates with fellow colonists about joining the fight against the British.
In a packed meeting hall, Benjamin Martin stands among the colonists debating whether to take up arms against the British. Martin's tone is measured, as he warns against the devastation that war will bring to their lands. This war will not be fought on distant battlefields, he says, but in our hamlets and homes. His words are met with both agreement and dissent. While others show zeal for independence, Martin remains cautious, valuing peace above all else. However, the encroaching British forces leave him little choice but to reconsider his stance.
Let's look at the vocabulary we have learned. Measured. It means calm and carefully considered. Her measured response to the criticism impressed everyone. Devastation. It means great destruction or damage. The earthquake caused devastation across the city. Hamlets. It means small villages. The hikers passed through several quiet hamlets during their journey. Zeal. It means great enthusiasm or passion for a cause. His zeal for justice was evident in his speech. Encroaching. It means gradually advancing in a way that infringes on something. The weeds were encroaching on the garden. Scene 2. The attack on Martin's family. The British raid Martin's home, leading to personal tragedy and his decision to join the war.
In a harrowing moment, British soldiers raid Martin's home, burning it to the ground and taking his eldest son captive. Martin is stupefied as he watches his family suffer. The attack forces him to confront the brutality of the war. His resolve hardens as he vows to protect his remaining family and fight back. The scene is a turning point, marking the transformation of a peaceful farmer into a fearless warrior. His grief and anger coalesce into a single, determined purpose: freedom.
Let's look at the vocabulary we have learned. Stupefied. It means shocked or astonished. She was stupefied by the unexpected turn of events. Brutality. It means savage violence or cruelty. The brutality of the storm left the town in ruins. Resolve. It means firm determination to do something. Her resolve to succeed drove her to work harder. Coalesce. It means come together to form a unified whole. The ideas coalesced into a comprehensive plan. Scene 3. Guerrilla warfare in the forest. Martin leads a group of militia in surprise attacks against the British Army.
Under the cover of dense woods, Martin and his militia launch ambushes against the British forces. Using guerrilla tactics, they outmaneuver larger, better-equipped troops. Martin's ingenuity in devising strategies, like using decoys to lure enemies into traps, makes him a formidable leader. "We strike swiftly and retreat," he tells his men, emphasizing the importance of precision in their attacks. The British commander, frustrated by these tactics, calls Martin the Ghost, as his militia seems impossible to catch.
Let's look at the vocabulary we have learned. Ambushes. It means surprise attacks by people lying in wait. The soldiers prepared ambushes along the enemy's route. Guerrilla. It means referring to irregular military tactics, often using surprise and mobility. Guerrilla warfare requires agility and knowledge of the terrain. Ingenuity. It means creativity or cleverness in solving problems. Her ingenuity helped the team overcome the obstacle. Precision. It means the quality of being exact and accurate. The surgeon's precision ensured the success of the operation. Scene 4. Rallying the troops. Martin inspires the militia to continue fighting despite setbacks.
After a string of defeats, morale among the militia is low. Martin stands before them, his voice firm yet empathetic. "We fight not just for ourselves but for future generations," he declares. His speech is galvanizing, reminding the men of their shared goal: independence. He acknowledges their sacrifices, but urges them to remain undaunted. The men, inspired by his words and unwavering conviction, pledge to continue the fight, reigniting their determination.
Let's look at the vocabulary we have learned. Galvanizing. It means motivating or inspiring someone into action. His galvanizing speech brought the community together. Sacrifices. It means acts of giving up something valuable for a greater good. The sacrifices made by the team ensured their success. Undaunted. It means not discouraged or intimidated by difficulty. She remained undaunted despite the challenges ahead. Conviction. It means a firmly held belief or opinion. His conviction about the project inspired others to join. Scene 5. Confrontation with Colonel Tavington. Martin faces his nemesis, Colonel Tavington, in a tense showdown.
In a heated confrontation, Martin comes face-to-face with Colonel Tavington, the ruthless British officer responsible for his family's suffering. The dialogue is tense, each man's hatred for the other palpable. Martin accuses Tavington of perpetrating atrocities, calling him a coward for targeting civilians. Tavington, unfazed, taunts Martin, questioning his ability to win a war against an empire. Their exchange is a clash of ideologies: freedom versus tyranny. Martin's tenacity and moral clarity stand in stark contrast to Tavington's callousness and opportunism, setting the stage for their final battle.
Let's look at the vocabulary we have learned. Palpable. It means so intense it can be felt or touched. The tension in the courtroom was palpable. Perpetrating. It means carrying out a harmful, illegal, or immoral action. The suspect was accused of perpetrating fraud. Tenacity. It means persistent determination. Her tenacity helped her overcome the toughest challenges. Callousness. It means insensitivity or lack of empathy. His callousness toward the victims shocked everyone. As an inaugural offer, we are keeping our videos free.
For more such great free content, click on the link on your screen.
And for entire portfolio, click on the playlist.